Welcome everyone. So I think we have done around 7 sessions, isn't it? Or 8.
Yes, Mataji, we did 14 like what 14 shlokas until now.
Okay, yeah. So today will be our 8th session. We will start with prayers. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम्. Oops. Okay, so this we are going to do the most confidential knowledge and also the essence 2 important shlokas of Bhagavad Gita. Actually, I want to do something else this week, but anyway, we can continue from the next week onwards. So this is from 18th chapter, the supreme instruction of the Lord. And his message, the condensed message of surrender. What is he trying to say in Bhagavad Gita? That we'll get from 18th chapter. So we'll read the shloka. We'll read the context of the shloka from the 18th chapter. So 18th chapter is the perfection of renunciation. And the first 40 shlokas deal with the continuation of the different aspects of 3 modes of material nature. Sacrifice, charity, knowledge, action, worker, determination, happiness. And then he says, no matter what work a person is doing, Krishna says, if he is able to worship me through that work, then he can attain perfection. So if a Brahmana or a sannyasi who's in the highest order is doing something, is that better than someone in the lower rungs? The 4th class, worker class? No. Everybody equally can attain God if they are doing their service if they're doing as their occupation as a servant, a service to God. So that's what he's saying. And then yeah, we'll read from text 56 to 60. Can anyone read 56 to 60? Yeah, Asha Mataji. Oh, I have to unmute.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Sorry, I was not able to unmute.
Yeah, I have to.
Text 56. Though engaged in all kinds of activities, my pure devotee under my protection reaches the eternal and imperishable abode by my grace. Text 57. In all activities, just depend upon me and work always under my protection. In such devotional service, be fully conscious of me. Text 58. If you become conscious of me, you'll pass over all the obstacles of conditioned life by my grace. If, however, you do not work in such consciousness, but act through false ego, not hearing me, you will be lost. Text 59. If you do not act according to my direction and do not fight, then you will be falsely directed. By your nature, you will be engaged in warfare. Text 60. Under illusion, you are now declining to act according to my direction. But compelled by the work born of your own nature, you will act all the same, O son of Kunti.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah. So Krishna is saying that how by engage in all kinds of activities, his pure devotee under his protection reaches his abode. So it is not that one who is only doing the highest work in the social rank can reach the Lord. There are many examples for this, right? But the point is this: how to do that work, how to engage in work, but at the same time reach his abode, is that he's saying, become conscious of me. Just depend upon me and work always under my protection. So, if you see, depend upon me in our daily life, like there are so many things that are coming up. In the deity worship manual, there is a guidelines like how, since the time when we get up, what are we supposed to say. So we see that many people pass away in sleep also, right? So first thing what we have to do is when we get up, oh Lord, thank you for waking me up, and please guide me to do what you want me to do today. So it's not that a devotee is not doing anything, but he is doing everything dependent on the Lord and under his protection. Sorry. So he's saying, if you become conscious of me, you will pass over all the obstacles of conditioned life by my grace. Who can you give example for this? From the Puranas, if you remember any devotees who are conscious of Krishna and who passed over all the obstacles. Yeah, Alekya, Santosh, Prabhuji. Oh,
Unmute. Yeah, Bhakt Prahlad.
yeah, Bhakta Prahlad, right?
Yes.
So he was constantly thinking about the Lord and he passed over all the obstacles. Very good example. Anybody else? Any other examples? Yeah, Asha Mataji.
Draupadi also.
Draupadi also, right? How much obstacles that she faced and she passed over that by being conscious of Krishna. Alekya?
Dhruv Maharaj. Not.
Dhruva Maharaj. So Dhruva Maharaj also was very young. He didn't know what to do, but because he was he was determined that Krishna can only help me, and I'm going to go ahead to. I want to see him in person. So that was his determination, and he also overcome all the obstacles. Okay. Alekia Mataji, you have anything else?
Yeah, Mataji. Also, the Pandavas, they face so much every time Krishna, remembering Krishna and following his instruction. They have passed so many obstacles, Mataji.
Right. Pandavas is a very good example. Every day of their life was adventure. For us, it's easy. It's like a movie. But for them, it's real life. Yeah. Shilpa Mataji?
Mataji Maharaj Janak.
Maharaj Janak. Okay, how, like, Maharaj Janak in
Maharaj,
what way?
he was very pious. He used to pray a lot, and every time, like whatever he did everything properly, like all his karma, his kingdom, the way he ruled his kingdom, very righteous.
Right. Okay. Yeah. He was conscious. We don't know much adventure about in his life, but we know that he did everything perfectly by the grace of the Lord. Thank you. Asha Mataji?
Mataji, in Gajendra Moksham, we also hear about how in his last moments of life, like he completely, Gajendra the elephant completely surrendered to Krishna.
Yeah, very true. The last moments of life, he completely surrendered to Krishna and passed over all the obstacles. He was in the body of an elephant. He didn't, do any rigorous practices or anything in this life, right? As an elephant. But still, Krishna came personally and took him back to Godhead. Yeah, that's a wonderful example. Anything else?
Hare Krishna Mataji, I am not able to raise my hand. My name is Shimi. Would you consider Mirabai also as a devotee?
Yeah. Yeah, we've heard of her, how she was conscious of Krishna and passed over all the obstacles. Very good. Santosh Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji, I was like about to say the same thing, right? Like Mirabai, Narsi Mehta, so many are there, right? All these devotees, bhaktas, they were all Sant Tukaram, and right, every part of the India, right, every saint we take the name, they were all so much devoted to Sri Krishna or any form of Godhead which they have praised, but they have exactly same devotion, and they devoted themselves to the God and put everything on the God, and whatever happens, and then and they were able to navigate through their life.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Last two hands. Vanaja Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Sudama, who
Sudama. Mm.
has gone through so many difficulties in life, and Krishna how helped to relieve from all his troubles.
Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you. Alekia?
Srila Prabhupada Mataji.
Srila Prabhupada also. If we read the biography, we will know how much difficulty it was. It's not easy. We all come by flight and then 1 or 2 days journey maximum. But he did 33 days, 35 days through the ship, through the cargo ship, having seasicknesses and heart attacks with nobody to support, no money, but had a great mission that I want to give this knowledge to others according to what my guru said. Yes. We are going to start a new session of reading Prabhupada's a small version of the small biography on Mondays. So we will do chapter by chapter or half chapter, and then we'll do the group activities. So if anyone is interested and free on Mondays, you can join as well. Okay. So he's saying that You don't have a choice. Either you have to work according to my instruction, or you will work according to your own nature. But the two are two different things. If you work according to my instruction, you will come to me. But if you are going to work according to your own nature, then it will take you, into so many species of life. Okay, 61 to 65. Can someone read? Yes, Santosh Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. The Supreme Lord is situated in everyone's heart, O Arjuna, and is directing the wanderings of all living entities who are seated on a machine made of the material energy. Text 62. O Sayan of Bharata, surrender unto him utterly. By his grace, you will attain transcendental peace and the supreme and eternal abode. Text 63. Thus I have explained to you knowledge still more confidential. Deliberate on this fully and then do what you wish to do. Text 64. Because you are my very dear friend, I am speaking to you my supreme instruction, the most confidential knowledge of all. Hear this from me, for it is for your benefit. Text 65. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come uh, to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend.
So, first of all, he said in a third person that, about the super soul. Because it's not that Krishna is Arjuna's friend, so Arjuna has to surrender to him, but it's a fact that Krishna is in everyone's heart. And he is directing the wanderings of all living entities. And if we surrender to him, we get transcendental peace. So then he says that I have explained to you this, and you do whatever you wish to do. But when two friends, I heard this lecture way back in Mayapur when I was visiting there. So one of the Prabhus was giving the lecture, and he was telling that why after telling this he's saying that because you're my very dear friend, I'm speaking to you. So when in a friendly conversation, Krishna is taking a step back and saying that I have explained to you everything, but now you deliberate on this fully and then do what you wish to do. Then Arjuna, Krishna's heart went to Arjuna. Okay, because he doesn't want to do that. That, stay away and tell him that you do whatever you wish to do. So there was a pause, it seems, looking at Arjuna's face. Then Krishna is telling that you are my very dear friend. It's not that it looks like Krishna is washing hands off. Okay, you do whatever you wish to do. But he's, reaffirming his friendship, telling that you are my very dear friend. So I am going to speak to you, which is the most confidential knowledge, and this is for your benefit. Then he sees this. So this is what we'll memorize. So we'll repeat this verse. Manmana bhava madbhakto.
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 Madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Madhyaji mam namaskaru.
Madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Mam ye vaishyasi satyam te.
Mam
Vaishyasi
Vaishyasi
Satyam Te.
Satyam
Mam ye vaishyasi satyam te.
Mam
Vaishyasi
Vaishyasi
Satyam
Satyam
Te.
Te
Mam ye vaishyasi satyam te.
Mam Vaishyasi
Satyam
Satyam
Te.
Te
Pratijane priyosi me.
Pratijane
Pratijane
Priyosi Me
Pratijane priyosi me.
Pratijane Priyosi Me
Pratijane priyosi me.
Pratijane Priyosi Me.
Okay, can someone read? Synonyms and translation. Yes, Vanaja Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Mat manaha, thinking of me, bhava, just become. Mat bhaktaha, my devotee. Mat yaji, my worshipper. Mam, unto me. Namaskuru, offer your obeisances. Mam, unto me. Eva, certainly. Ashyasi, you will come. Satyam, truly. Te, to you. Pratijane, I promise. Priyaha, dear. Asi, you are. Me, to me. Translation. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me, and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. Shall I read Purport also, Mataji?
Yeah, first paragraph.
Sure. Thank you. The most confidential part of knowledge is that one should become a pure devotee of Krishna and always think of him and act for him. One should not become an official meditator. Life should be so molded that one will always have the chance to think of Krishna. One should always act in such a way that all his daily activities are in connection with Krishna. He should arrange his life in such a way that throughout the 24 hours he cannot but think of Krishna. And the Lord's promise is that anyone who is in such pure Krishna consciousness will certainly return to the abode of Krishna, where he will be engaged in the association of Krishna face to face. This most confidential part of knowledge is spoken to Arjuna because he is the dear friend of Krishna. Everyone who follows the path of Arjuna can become a dear friend to Krishna and obtain the same perfection as Arjuna. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji, and thanks to you for sending your audio of every shloka. I think you have not missed even one week.
I am trying, Mataji. Actually,
Yes.
thank you so much for encouraging. Actually, thank you,
Thank
Mataji.
you. So our goal is to at least get 16 verses memorized, and I see Sureka Mataji also and few others have been very regular in uh, giving your audios. Asha Mataji, yeah, Shini Mataji also I've seen. So we are going to again, we will dedicate one class only to revise all the 8. And then the next class, we can, kind of keep a oral quiz. I mean, it's not so, not, I mean, not really not in the sense, but I want all of us to take this seriously and at least know 16 verses. So we can come together, have a quiz, and do some activities based on the 16 verses. So he's saying 4 things. Think of me. So think of me means not just official meditator, but whatever daily activities we are doing, that can be in connection with Krishna. For example, we are working. At work, one has to think about the work, think about so many things, how to get appraisal more, how to do this project, and that may not be directly in service to Krishna. But because we are using the result in the service of Krishna, so that's why in all activities there has to be a connection with Krishna. Then it is equal to thinking about the Lord. Then if a person is engaged like that, Krishna is promising that you can come to see me face to face. And to Arjuna, he's telling that because Arjuna is very dear. But the point is, if he's telling only to Arjuna, he wouldn't have, it needn't be so much. Like he wants every one of us to become his dear friend because already he's our dear friend. But we are, because we don't know fully about theoretically also and also practically, we have not realized much that how dear the Lord is to us. So we are like pulling our feet away, not very, stable. But he's saying that everyone who follows the path of Arjuna can become a dear friend to Krishna and obtain the same perfection as Arjuna. So ultimately, Krishna wants everyone to come to him. Okay. Anyone else can read the next paragraph? Yes, Prasad Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. These words stress that one should concentrate his mind upon Krishna, the very form with two hands carrying a flute, the blush boy with a beautiful face and a peacock feathers in his hair. There are descriptions of Krishna found in Brahma Samhita and other literatures. One should fix his mind on this original form of Godhead, Krishna. One should not even divert his attention to other forms of the Lord. The Lord has multi forms as Vishnu, Narayana, Rama, Varaha, etc. But a devotee should concentrate his mind on the form that was present before Arjuna. Concentration of the mind on the form of Krishna constitutes the most confidential part of knowledge. And this is disclosed to Arjuna because Arjuna is the most dear friend of Krishna's. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. So, so it is said here that one should fix his mind on this original form of Krishna. So what about the other forms? We have, Pandarpur, Vittala, we have Tirupati Balaji, we have Ranganath, we have Lord Rama. So what this particular concept of attaching one's mind only to Krishna comes in the higher stages of bhakti when one has developed love for the Lord. That they are, they very well know that Rama is the same as Krishna. For a devotee who's very attached to Ram, for example, Hanuman. Okay, if you ask him to worship Krishna, it is very hard. Because why? He's completely uh, in love, in devotional love, in service to the form of Lord Ramachandra. And it's very difficult for him to divert his mind to any other form, although he knows he's the same Supreme Lord. So same thing goes for Varaha's devotee and also for Krishna's devotee who's concentrating on the form of the Lord. So this is in the higher stages of developing love. Like gopis, when they were searching for Krishna, Krishna appeared in four-armed form. But they were not very happy to see Narayana form of Krishna. They were asking Narayana, they were, offering obeisances and say, please, where is our Krishna? It's the same Krishna only. So that is in the prema stage. In the love, there are 9 stages in the last stage of the Lord. And so Krishna, and so in any other form, like in our stage, we can choose whichever form of the Lord we want to uh, give our mind to. But here, since we are reading Bhagavad Gita and Krishna is making a point to Arjuna that think of me. So for the devotees of the Lord to develop more and more love for the Lord, they know that their special attraction is towards serving the form of the Lord with the peacock feathers, with the bluish boy, with carrying a flute. Although they very well know that the other forms of the Lord are also the same Lord only. Okay, So, are you able to see the slides?
No, Mataji.
Let me stop and screen share.
Yes,
Yeah, and now you can see, yeah, only 4 things. Think of me, become my devotee, worship me, and offer your homage unto me. It's very confidential because he's giving his key to Arjuna. This is my password. This is password for me. If you do these 4, you can attain me. So for a person who is not used to devotional service, then this they cannot make sense at all. That is why Prabhupada is saying it's very important to read Bhagavad Gita coming in the parampara, where devotion to Krishna is coming from one guru to the other. Otherwise, they'll give some other interpretation to this. So it's very important to understand that the Lord is a person and he's offering this. It looks for a person who's not a devotee, this will look like, why is he boasting this? Everything is telling me, me, me. But why would the Lord tell? What is the need for him? Right? He's supremely independent. There's no need for him to depend on anybody's devotion or homage or worship. So that's why previous to this shloka, he said, I'm going to tell you the secret, but that's for your benefit. So the benefit is ultimately, I promise you this. Okay, he's promising because you are my very dear friend and you will come to me without fail by doing these 4 things. Mam Namaskuru. That's why, there was one teacher who gave a whole class on how to offer obeisances to the Lord. When we do, there is some way of doing namaskar. We are in a hurry. We just lie down and get up immediately. Or even that concept of lying down, putting our head is also gone. But that's a very important way of touching our head to the floor and offering our respects. And at that time, we have to meditate that we are the Lord's. I belong to the Lord and I'm offering myself to the Lord. So a simple act like this, if we remember to do every day at our home, and also worship him with whatever arti we can do morning and evening, and then it's easy to become his devotee and think of him. So this way, so he's telling that it's not, you don't become an official meditator, but it's a active meditation. Just like if for a newborn, if a mother has a newborn child, then constantly the mother is thinking about the child, even though she goes to work, she goes somewhere to do something, but in the background the child is always there. So he's not an official meditator, but thinking about the Lord, right? And so when a person is engaged like that, the promise of the Lord is that that we will come to him. So why was this knowledge spoken to Arjuna? Krishna says that you are my very dear friend. So how can we also attain the same? By just following Arjuna, we can become as dear. So Brahma Samhita's description, there is Vrindavan form of the Lord, because Krishna is very unique, even when compared to all the incarnations of the Lord, is that he's very easily accessible, and and he's ready to be subdued by his devotees like Mother Yashoda, Radharani, and his Gopa friends also. Sometimes they tell to Krishna, you are doing too much foul play, so you can't play with us. You have to go and sit out, time out for you. Then it looks like Krishna has to wait his time to play with them. So that form of intimate service to the Lord, where the servant, the devotee, becomes apparently greater than the Lord in rasa, in relishing the sweetness of the relationship. That is very unique to Krishna's, he's an original person, very unique to Krishna's incarnation. Okay, then after that, the next verse, the final essence verse of Bhagavad Gita. So let's repeat this. Sarvadharman parityajya
Sarvadharman parityajya.
Sarvadharman parityajya
Sarvadharman parityajya.
Sarvadharman parityajya
सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य
Mamekam sharanam vraja
मामेकं शरणं व्रज
Mamekam sharanam vraja
मामेकं शरणं व्रज
Mamekam sharanam vraja
मामेकं शरणं व्रज
Aham tvam sarva papebhyo
अहं त्वां
Aham
सर्वपापेभ्यो
Aham tvam sarva papebhyo
अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो
Aham tvam sarva papebhyo
अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो
Moksha ishyami ma shuchaha
मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः
Moksha ishyami ma shuchaha
मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः
Moksha ishyami ma shuchaha
मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः
Yeah, can someone read the word by word at the translation?
I can read Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, go ahead.
Sarvadharman, all varieties of religion. Parityaja, abandoning. Mam, onto me. Ekam, only. Sharanam, for surrender. Vraja, go. Aham, I. Tvam, you. Sarva, all. Papebhya, from sinful reactions. Moksha Ishyami, will deliver. Ma, do not. Sucha, worry. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. So he's saying finally, do not fear, do not worry. Ma shuchaha. So religion here, when Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita 5,000 years ago, that was in the end of uh, Dwapara Yuga. Kali Yuga has not even started. Okay. After Kali Yuga started, I think 2000 or 3000 years after that was Buddhism. Then was like we know after AD is after Christ 2000 years. So then Islam is even after Christ. So when he says Sarva Dharman, he did not mention any of this religion because there were no, these religions were not even existing there at that point of time. So what does that Sarva Dharman mean then? We take so many things as our duty. Oh, this is my duty. This is my responsibility. And this will protect me. Okay, I do this vrata that has come down in the tradition and this will protect me. And then when I go to work and I earn money and I put in the bank, then I'm subtly depending on that, that I have this much money in the bank. Someone was telling last week that don't put your money in the bank, the dollar rate is going to go down. So, or I have this land, I have this many properties, I have, so somewhere like our shelter, that this will protect me. I am safe because of this. That is what is uh, surrendering to something or depending on something that we are doing. All this is required, like we need to take, financially a good position. uh, we need to do everything that's important to live a practical life. But in our mind, if we think that these things will protect me, these things will save me, that is wrong. Because anytime, even if these things are there, that will not save. First of all, what's happening to us is not, you know it our protection or our deliverance is not on these things. So Krishna, that's what he means, that we are thinking so many things will protect us. We are subtly depending on many things, but Krishna says abandon all of them and surrender unto me only. Because when you do that, then he says, I will deliver you from all sinful reaction. Then we may question, how is this? It's very partial. Somebody surrenders to him, he'll remove all the, whatever is done, reactions. How is it possible? So, uh, yeah, so we see here that uh, different types of religion. Again, here he described various kinds of knowledge and processes of religion. uh, Different kinds of yoga, like karma yoga means whatever I do, I act, I have worked hard, I have earned money, so that will protect me. Like that jnana yoga means I have studied the scriptures in my own way, so in my own practices I have done so many things. So all those different kinds of knowledge and religion, he says that you just give it up and surrender only to me, because he's a person and he's listening, and he's demanding this. Why? Because if we don't do that, he is not at loss. He is, he is God, undisputably. But we will have another way. If we depend on something else, then we will think about that, and then we will have, although coming close to the destination, again we'll take a U-turn and go somewhere. So that's why he's telling, you surrender exclusively to me and put your faith on me. So what does so how one can understand that, what does surrender mean, right? How surrender will save oneself? Because he's getting freed from all sinful reaction, and we don't need any strenuous effort to do that on our own. But let me check if that is there. Yeah. Surrender means this, because there is an active participation from our side. Anukulyasya sankalpaha means simply accept such religious principles that are favorable to devotional service. Suppose we have been doing something, and after reading Bhagavad Gita, after knowing Krishna, then we know that that is not going to be very good for my bhakti. Then we need to give that up. And something we have not been doing at all. Oh, I am not used to chanting japa at all. It's not in my parampara. I have not. But after hearing Bhagavad Gita, then we want to chant. It's like somebody was asking, like in my tradition, we are not used to offering food. My parents did not offer food to Krishna. No, but we accept that. We accept those principles that are favorable to devotional service. There is an activity here involved in surrender. So we do some things to show that we surrender. We chant, we offer food, and we come to these classes. We try to scrutinizingly try to study Bhagavad Gita. and understand all these are favorable. At the same time, pratikulyasya varjanam. Also, we have to avoid anything unfavorable to devotional service. So we have um, some habits. We may not know that, that is producing sin, or it may be from the family. We are keep doing that. But after knowing this, we should be able to reject that is unfavorable to bhakti. Means what Krishna is telling don't do, we don't do that. So many things, gross and subtle, he says. Offer to me, don't eat anything. If you eat food that is offered to me, you will be liberated. But if you eat food which is not offered to me, you will be in bondage. So, very clear distinction. So, that means what? He doesn't want us to eat anything which is not offered to Krishna. So, we take that up. We reject those things that we, previously may have been eating. For example, if somebody is not in the knowledge that, due to family practices and society norms, we are used to, say, taking intoxication. After coming here, we know that this body is a gift from the Lord, and we should, by by taking intoxication, we are, you know, we are stabbing at ourselves. We are uh, Krishna has given us a gift, and we are breaking it. This body is a gift, but that is the functioning is broken. So many other problems because of that we want to do. So we reject those. Anything that is unfavorable, we have a determination not to do that. That's why this is very clearly, it was, we will see in Prabhupada's biography very soon, how he landed amidst all the drug uh, addicts in the Lower East Side. And he had no other choice because they found him a place which was very low in rent. And then whoever came to him was not very wealthy or very knowledgeable. Only these people came. But even the police recognized that Swami Bhaktivedanta is doing a valuable service. Youngsters who were addicted to drugs, they were able to give that up. How? By the strength, by the spiritual strength of chanting and eating prasadam. Prabhupada used to serve them unlimited prasadam and chant with them and help them read Bhagavad Gita. All these things, very easily they gave that up. Otherwise, there are de-addiction centers and this and that. Mind again goes back. It's a spring platform. But once when a person surrenders to Krishna and determines, okay, this is bad and I won't do it, Krishna will give him the strength to retain, to reject what is unfavorable. But these are active things that we have to be doing. Accept things that are favorable and reject things that are unfavorable. It could be even that someone would come and say, why are you doing devotion? There is still time. And this is not that this is a time to enjoy. You've come to America and Canada to enjoy, not to do devotion. So all this, there may be sarcastic remarks. There may be, pulling down, but we reject all of them because we know that we have got this path after so many lifetimes of wanting it. So that's then Rakshayishyati iti Vishwasho. Confidence of Krishna's protection in all circumstances. Krishna will protect me if I follow him. The uh, uh, friends of Krishna, in Krishna book we read, there was suddenly they were in the forest and they were in all directions they are surrounded by a forest fire. And they are in the middle. And forest fire, how fast it will spread. They're all, I mean, the fire from all directions are zeroing in. And Krishna's friends are telling Krishna, please, you are the savior. You please protect us. And at that time, what Krishna told them, you close your eyes. So one teacher was telling how much faith. Would we close our eyes? We will only be nervously seeing whether Krishna will save me, what will happen, this fire is here, how long it will take, all those mental calculations we'll do. But the simple friends of Krishna, they just close their eyes because of their faith in the Lord's words. They close their eyes. Krishna said, you close your eyes. They closed their eyes. And then when he said, you open your eyes, they opened. And when they opened, there was no fire. So that is confidence of Krishna's protection in all circumstances. And because they had this firm faith, Goptritve Varanam Tata, that Krishna is our only maintainer, and no need of thinking how to keep body and soul together. Whatever we are assigned to do, we do. But our faith is that the Lord will take care. Atma Nikshepa, full self-surrender, sacrificing everything for Lord. Finally, Karpanye, thinking lowly, humble and meek, that I don't deserve. I've been away from the Lord so many years, did so many sinful activities, broke so many rules, didn't follow what He said. But He is very merciful. He is ready to wipe away all those accounts, so which we don't deserve. So that is thinking lowly, humble and meek. So these are the 6 process of surrender. If a person is practicing this, then they are practicing the process of surrender. Then Krishna says, do not fear or hesitate. I mean, if you come to me and if you do this, rest assured, I will save you. Because God don't need to give any excuses. He's unlimited. So He will, when He promises something, He will keep it up. Okay, so I want to show you that pastime of the what happened exactly when they closed their eyes. Anybody knows? Those who have read Krishna book?
Mataji, they were taken to Brahma Loka by Brahmaji. Talking about
That was in
Gopals?
a different thing. That was in a different Brahma Vimohan Leela. I am just, yeah, I'll show you that, what happened. Um, Let me share this. Yeah, all of the boys were fearing that they're very means. The situation appeared to be very fearful. The flames increased as the wind blew quickly, and it appeared that everything movable and immovable would be devoured. All the cows and the boys became very frightened, and they looked toward Balarama and Krishna the way a dying man looks at the picture of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They said, dear Krishna, you and Balarama are very powerful. We are now burning from the heat of this blazing fire. Let us take shelter of your lotus feet. We know you can protect us from this great danger. Our dear Krishna, we are your intimate friends. It is not right that we should suffer in this way. We are all completely dependent on you, and you are the knower of all religious life. We do not know anyone except you. So the Personality of Godhead heard the appealing voices of his friends, and casting a pleasing glance over them, he began to answer. By speaking through his eyes, he impressed upon his friends that there was no cause for fear, and he assured them, don't worry. Ma Shuchaha. Then Krishna the supreme mystic, the powerful personality of Godhead, immediately swallowed up all the flames of the fire. The cows and boys were thus saved from imminent danger. Out of fear, the boys were almost unconscious. But when they regained their consciousness and opened their eyes, they saw they were again in the Bandira forest with Krishna and Balarama and the cows. They were astonished to see that they were completely free from the attack of the blazing fire and that the cows were safe. They secretly thought that Krishna must not be an ordinary boy but some demigod. Yeah. So, because he's a supreme mystic, the powerful personality of Godhead immediately swallowed up all the flames of fire. That's what happened. Actually, this is a summary study. So, in Bhagavad, this is actually the summary. So, in Bhagavatam, it is said that Krishna asked them to close their eyes. Because if they see Krishna drinking fire, then how will they play with them? How will they, slap him, uh, push him down, fight with him, and do all the games with him? So Krishna didn't want them to see that he is capable of swallowing fire, but he swallowed all the flames of fire, and that is how they were saved. Okay, so we will pause here, devotees. So we will take these two very important shlokas for memorization, 18.65 and 66. If you have any questions, you can ask now. Okay, so let's finish the class with 11 times chanting. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you. Somebody had a question. I hope everyone here is chanting. If you want any help with how to chant, you can please text me personally. You start with, if 108 is very ideal, one mala, but if not, at least 21 times. And then you can go to 51, and like that, it's a mystical mantra. The more we chant, the more we know like how we are, our hearts is filled with peace and love for Krishna. Yeah, Prasad Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Kundana is here. She wants to say Hare Krishna mantra.
Wow, very nice. Please say.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
She was
Beautiful.
saying like how she learned. She when she was sleeping in the night, she closed her eyes, it seems, and she was chanting internally.
Wonderful. Kundana, very nice. Thank you so much. Last time when we met, I asked her to chant and she chanted fully one mantra. Wonderful. Thank you.
Mataji, I have one question.
Uh-huh.
Relation between Arjuna and Krishna. Like we hear everything what happened in that war zone, like when before Arjuna, I mean before the battle started, right? How close are Krishna and Arjuna, and like how their friendship started? Like when is it from?
They are actually of more or less of the same age. And when we read from Bhagavatam, when they grew up only, they were like meeting each other. And Arjuna was, we understand that they're in this life, they're Krishna and Arjuna. But before they have come as Nara and Narayana. Nara, Narayana rishis. Nara is Arjuna and Narayana is Krishna. And if you see in the 4th chapter, when Krishna says that, who did he speak Bhagavad Gita first to? Those who are the first timers who have taken the 18-day, you answer this question. I know there are many stalwarts here. In 4th chapter, Krishna is saying that initially, first in the beginning, at least to our recent past history, he says that I spoke this Bhagavad Gita to
Vivas.
yeah, who's this iPhone? Who answered Sun God? May I know your name? Okay. Okay, Kumar bro. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Vivaswan. Vanaja Mataji also answered. So Vivaswan was he spoke to Vivaswan first. And what did Arjuna ask at that time? Anybody knows? When Krishna said that I spoke it to Vivaswan, what did Arjuna ask?
How could Krishna could teach Vivaswan before this life like that?
Right. Right? Arjuna asked exactly what he asked. We'll see. So Krishna is saying, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to sun god Vivaswan. Vivaswan instructed it to Manu. As Disha Mataji said, Manu instructed it to Ikshvaku. And like that way it was coming down. So Arjuna said, the sun god Vivaswan is senior by birth to you. How am I to understand that in the beginning you instructed this science to him? So Krishna is saying, the personality of God, it said, many, many births both you and I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot, O subduer of the enemy. So, Krishna was Arjuna's friend and present in some capacity when Krishna spoke Bhagavad Gita to Vivaswan also. But Arjuna forgot that. So, in this life, when they came as Krishna and Arjuna, they can say that, they were related cousins. And then Arjuna also, not even a moment he could be away from Krishna. So that way they were linked. But we can see that even in the previous avatars, when they came, even when he spoke to Sun God, Arjuna was there with them. So that's a eternal relationship with the Lord.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So, Didipya Mataji, welcome back. Thank you for joining. And
Hare
yeah,
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Anything else? Anybody? Yeah, 9.34 also the same verse. Yes, only the last line is different. Yes, Asha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, like you said, when Krishna said the secret was to worship him in the form of like a bluish boy with a peacock feather, I was just wondering how about Lord Jagannath Mataji, because here when I moved to Pennsylvania, I noticed that here in the Hare Krishna ISKCON temple, the main deity is Jagannath Swami with Lord Balrama and Subhadra. So I was just wondering, and
Yeah. So Jagannath is none other than Krishna only. But Krishna, he overheard the devotees discussing about him, and his heart was, you know, uh, his heart melted hearing Rohini Devi tell about his pastimes and how they missed Krishna, their love for Krishna and their relationship with Krishna. So Krishna heard this and his eyes went up like this. Wow, they have so much love for me. This is one thing that can conquer God. If we have love for him, if we have anything else, he has much, much, much more than us. But with the love, we can conquer him. So he's, you know, he's in surprise or in a very happy thing. He's hearing how the devotees are discussing their love for him, and his eyes went big and big. And this is called Kurma Avastha, means like a tortoise. His limbs went inside the torso, and his hand, this part went inside, through the joints. We can't imagine what it is. But this is described as Kurma Avastha, or because of the love for someone, ecstatic emotions, the joints would become loose, and that the parts would slide inside. So Krishna himself experienced that ecstatic love for his devotees, hearing the devotees' love for him. So he exhibited the form like Jagannath, like he melted, he's like stunted because his legs are gone inside. There is no eyelids, so he never closes his eyes. He's only wide open and he's seeing. And same form was exhibited by Shubhadra and Balaram. Shubhadra was hearing this a little longer than Krishna and Balaram, so her arms also went inside. Krishna and Balaram at least had arms like this. Okay, Shubhadra's arms also went inside. And this form, Krishna, Balaram and Shubhadra, was seen by Narada Muni. And he said, wow, this is amazing form. Can you please bestow this form, the darshan of this form to everyone in Kali Yuga? And then the pastime of how Jagannath came through King Indradyumna, and then 3 logs of wood came, and he asked someone to come and carve. Vishwakarma himself came and carved, and he said that you should not open the door for 21 days. But there was no sound inside. So the queen told the king that we don't know what happened to the old person, let's open. And they opened, and then they found the seemingly unfinished forms of the Lord. And the king said that I will fast until death for this mistake of mine. And at that time, Narada Muni came and said that it's not your mistake, it is the form of the Lord. And this is the reason that, previously he had exhibited this form. It was me who requested that he should come to Kali Yuga with this form. And that's why he's going to, he's actually the deity of Kali Yuga, Jagannath. There are 4 deities in 4 deliverance who deliver. The first, Satya Yuga, it is Badrinath, and Treta Yuga, it's Lord Ramanath, Ramachandra, which is in Rameshwaram, the southmost tip. Badrinath is in the northmost tip of India. And then the third is Treta Yuga is Dwarakanath or Srinath Ji, which is from Dwaraka. He was the deity of deliverance. And in Kali Yuga, he is Jagannath. Because Jagannath is already in an ecstatic mood, whatever offenses we have done, if somebody is so happy, then they don't get annoyed much. So Jagannath takes only 25% of our aparadha, offenses. Gaur Nitai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doesn't even take any offenses. Jagannath takes a little bit. So that's why Jagannath form is fit to be worshipped at home. And we just offer food to him, whatever, according to nicely cleanliness standards, we prepare and offer food. And Jagannath is very merciful. And even now, you see, I saw this personally. First time in my life, last year, I attended Puri Rath Yatra in person, which was like itself a miracle because I never thought I would go there. I didn't plan there. I went to Mayapur. I was talking about this to, a group of people who were sitting in the restaurant. And then they happen to be a group from Australia. And they come to Puri Rath Yatra and they have made reservations. Like Puri Rath Yatra is June, July, and they make reservations Jan, Feb for the hotels because everything in the hotel is in the Grand Road is booked. So they were making there, they had come there, and then suddenly they said that, there is one person who didn't come. Would you like to join? So myself and my son had gone there. We didn't have plans. But somebody helped us get tickets to Puri, and somebody had taken everything happened in 2 days' time. Just the last 2 days, which is, I mean, for me, it's like I still can't believe. It's really, I could see the hand of the Lord in this. So I went there, and what moved me was how so many people were talking to Jagannath. So many people were standing in the thing, hundreds and thousands of people. If you go to YouTube and say Puri Rath Yatra, you can see that millions of people there. And they stand in some corner. The Lord is on the tall Ratha, so nice, majestic, and they talk, they cry, not wanting anything, but they cry out of love. They have that deep, affection for the Lord. That was, first time I had a personal, like last year, I was blessed to do that. So why did we say that? Yeah. So Jagannath does so much reciprocation, and uh, he's very merciful to the devotees. Okay. Which is the ninth avatar of Lord Krishna. According to Bhagavatam, that the description is different. The first three avatars are Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, Kshirodakshaya Vishnu, like that. And then Kumara is another. But if you're asking the Dasavatara Stotra of Jayadeva Goswami, the ninth is the 10th is Kalki, so ninth is Buddha. Is what Jayadeva Goswami has mentioned. Okay, is that okay, Mataji? Okay, thank you, devotees. I know, I mean, of course, everybody has some, unique story to say about the presence of the Lord and everything. Yeah, we should come together one time to just share and talk for some time. I'm thinking after this sessions are over, we would like get together to on the Zoom to know about each other, where are we from, and then ask some questions. One session I think we will dedicate to that free session only to discuss and ask any questions. Okay, so if there are no more questions, then we can pause here. Thank you all very much. Please try to memorize these two verses. They're very, very important verses. And if you have not done before, also you can, the old verses also you can try to memorize, listening to the audios of many devotees who are sending it. So this is a service to the Lord. And we'll feel very happy. And it's not a difficult thing to memorize. It's easy. We can do it and we can help others also. We can share with others. Thank you very much. So, Sushma Mataji, I wanted to ask you where you're from.
I am from India, Haryana.
Haryana, India. Okay. So maybe the next class or the class after, we will just have a session to know about each other and, ask questions and share some, if you have anything else to ask. Thank you
ठीक है
so much.
माता जी.
Thank you, Mataji, for joining. Thank you, all devotees. So we'll pause the session here today. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanam
बहुत
pavanebhyo.
बहुत धन्यवाद माता जी आपका.
Hare Krishna Mataji.